Look what I found here in the middle of the junk. A cell phone and a PlayStation 5.
I saw that there's a country where they use this kind of grate a lot. Today in Brazil it's used less because making a detailed grate is more expensive, but in another country people still use it a lot. That's it, look, a welding machine from Box. Man, with a little pressure. Really well done, huh? Lawnmower, just the frame. Look, the little engine over there, man. Look at the size of those pulleys back there. Wow, that's big, huh? Let's see if we can get a little more. This here is a piece of a lathe. Oh, that's cool, man, but there's a lot missing. Only the frame is left. This here, I don't know what it is, huh? I don't know, man. It's really a grater. Graters don't usually come here. When it breaks down, I think we can get a little closer over there, right? We never come here. There are many wires here, and they're cheap since you can buy them by the kilo. Serena, man, I really needed this, huh? I'm not gonna buy this from those guys. No, look at what we have here. It's just the case itself. Look at how many tanks are back there, man. Look, a bunch of tanks I'm gonna buy. What for? The bikes here, it's a bunch of bikes. In Santo Antonio, they also help keep an eye out because sometimes a tool goes unnoticed. Don't even call me because it's a lot of stuff. If you try to look at everything, you end up leaving something behind. A bunch of pickaxes, that's all. Crazy, right? Then I got lucky because it cooled down a bit because today was really hot and out of nowhere it got nice and cool now so I can record for you guys. No one can stand walking around in this heat in here. It's been really hot these days. It's insanely hot here, but I got lucky. But we can still show you a lot of things. Here, there are those silly little wheels. No way I'm walking in the middle of that. Let's not go over there so we don't find another walrus today, and look how thick this is, this right here. I was looking, man, about 3 years ago. I didn't think I was going to this junkyard here. I looked, didn't find it. Today I found it when I don't need it anymore. But the guy who's patient can turn that into something really cool with a hammer. It's a lot of work, but it turns out good too. But nowadays there's no time to make a knife with a hammer. It's too much work. Let's look over here. That car over there burned. It was a Uno, but there's nothing left to use. Nothing at all. Why don't they sell a car like that, right? It's done. It really burned. They sell it by the kilo. Look, this one is gone. I don't get it, man, because here there's a bit of the frame left. Yeah. Look, the big tire there. Hey, CrossFit guys, there are a bunch here. There's a truck arriving with stuff, and it's not easy to come here. And he's going to make it easy, guy. Not turning and getting wet here. Meanwhile, look, the little engine's here, and then big engine, right? To use one engine to start the other. Man, I think these bearings are really cool, especially the ones with the big pulley. Really cool. I always wanted to have a water wheel system to use, but we don't have running water to do that on our land. I think the truck will have to stop right over there. It won't be able to come here. Did you want it to be compressed natural gas for a big truck? That's the size. They messed up the air conditioner. This one's done for. There's a whole dumpster here. Cool. I found this thing here. It's that court fence to make a fence around stairs, something like that. It's ready, right? Just needs to stay on the ground. Over there, they usually separate some tools. I want to take a look there, see if we can get there. Some light bulbs here. There are a lot of truck springs here. He separates a lot of those. Check out this gear system. That's cool. This was probably a sewing machine, right? That's cool, bro. Oh no, look over there. That's a corn sheller. That's crazy, this thing. I liked it. And here a chainsaw for those who want to get frustrated. A gas chainsaw. There are some big pulleys here. Look, really cool. And gears too. But let's move on. Look. This big chain is good for me to put around the anvil. Let's see if we can find some cool tools here. A grinder, I think this one is for meat or maybe for coffee. There's a circular saw, a saw. Look, it seems, here's another chainsaw to get frustrated with. Hey man, a little sugarcane grinder, huh? This one is cool, huh? Look at that. If it were around 50 rays, it'd be worth it, huh? Manual here turned out nice. This one can be adapted too, right? A lever, but it's harder, right? Right away, man. Really cool. Look at the watch, how cool it is. Look. The whole cylinder head here. Look, that tire. Nice, huh? It makes a really great spare, right? You can even leave it outside the car. Ah, here they're working with a can, aluminum. Cool. This bike here would make a nice little project too, but it's not one of the first ones. Not from Monarchy. Look at that scale over there. See, it's working. Still has some life left in it. Awesome, huh? A bucket of screws. This is every man's happiness. Cute little toolbox. This here, man, how cool, dude. Is this for climbing? Maybe not, right? But it works. Look at this. This can hold a person playing around. Pretty cool. You can assemble small climbing kits. What was this? It was a copper wire. Take this copper out from inside there too, right? Look at these scales. This is really old. Check it out. Cultival. Really cool. Aluminum, this right here, huh? Back when things were made to last. Ah, look at the sample they use here. This one is similar to the one I showed at the beginning of the video. See the Ferrero sample? It has this different shape because it was forged, right? I don't know if this one was, but back in the day they used to forge this. They'd take a solid piece of steel and make this forged shape. Looks like this was ground down. Look, the brutality of this is so intense that you could use this for forging. Man, the hot steel here, you'd hammer on top of it when you needed to. That's why, since it's a blacksmith sample, it has a much stronger structure. This one here is another sugarcane nail. That's really cool, man. Look at that little sound system there. CD, really old radio. It's also in block form. There will be a sample here. You're doing well, huh? Look. This one here is already nodular iron. There's a screw missing here, right? The nut, right? Where's the screw? Hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.